Welcome back to our last session of the day. We will be focusing on digital and social media, engaging fans between events. In the last few sessions, we've discussed interactions with fans on-site and off-site at events. Now we are taking it one step further and seeing how the Aquatics brand, the brand of your federation, your organization, your disciplines, your officials, your coaches, your athletes, our sports in general can use innovation and social media to talk to the world. With digital opportunities accelerating the pace of distribution of content to viewers worldwide, there are countless new possibilities to engage fans in between events and promote aquatics worldwide. This session will inspire you all, with speakers from Alisports, Burson, Cohn, and Wolfe, and Mailman Group, all here to share their tools and tips. I am happy to introduce to each of you our speakers today. Wang, CFO, Alisports. Peng, APAC Chief Digital Strategist, Wolfe. Rufio, Director of Operations, Mailman Group. Thank you for joining the stage. You can sit down. I would like to ask Mr. Yiming to join us on the podium for your presentation.
Okay, now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I will be speaking Chinese. 大家首先不要看看左边右边，是不是人比较少？但是也不要因为人少，会担心我不会好好讲。我这样会讲得非常认真。在讲这个之前呢，我可以告诉大家一个小故事。大概18年以前，我们的创始人马云先生去欧洲参加一个互联网大会，他兴致勃勃的过去，因为他有个 session 讲中国的讲中国的那互联网的那个事情。但是他推门进去，看到一个500人的一个场子里面呢，只有3个观众，但是他照样还是讲得非常认真。2个小时只有3个观众，最后有很多的掌声，但只有6只手在鼓掌。所以呢，今天虽然人比较少，我们照样会讲得非常认真。谢谢大家。好，今天要讲粉丝在互联网时代会怎么发展。所以呢，我觉得我们先可以回顾一下整个的这个互联网时代到现在整个的那个 communication 这个时代是怎么变化的。我把它分成3个时代。第一个时代呢，是从很遥远的过去到1996年。很遥远的过去到底是什么时候呢？其实也没有一个真正的考古的一个结果。但是据我所知呢，应该是在公元1500年之前。现在发现是在土耳其。有个，当然大家知道这个1500年前的广告肯定不是电视广告，也不会是那个互联网广告，它是一个 out of home media， 就是 OH 在一块很大的石头上面。这石头上面呢有一个盘子，有一个叉子，有个箭头，然后呢箭头的那边呢有一个女孩子的样子，这有颗心，就是说往那儿走的话呢，有非常好吃的食物，有非常好的服务。这是1500年前距今发现的一个最早的广告。但为什么到1996年呢？大家都知道，1996年是雅虎开始真正出来了，也就是说，1996年我们真正进入了互联网的时代。接下来，96年到2007年，为什么到2007年？大家只要拿出自己的手机，就能发现，2007年是 iPhone 正式出来了。也就是说 ，iPhone 出来以后，智能手机出来以后，我们就进入了另外一个时代。那就是说，接下来一个时代就是2007年。到哪个时候结束我不知道，但我们叫它那个 data 的时代。那既然是 data 的时代，这 data 跟粉丝就有非常大的一个关系。我们在没有 data 的时代，虽然粉丝也做得非常好，但是到了 data 的这个时代，我们就知道消费者是完全是可以打通、可以联系在一起的，粉丝们也可以打通。行，那么我们再看看以前跟现在有什么大的变化。最早是 mass media， 我们到了现在个人，然后从传统的我们到了 digital， 然后从实体店我们到了电商加实体店，然后以前的 cash copy 非常重要， 一个 cash copy 可能可以用几年，最多的可能用30年。待会儿我可以举个例子。然后，但现在呢，内容越来越重要。好，我们再看看，因为我们的母体是个电商公司，那我们可以简单说一下，以前跟现在有什么不同？最早，我们讲 where to sell， 就是如果你是一个实体店的时候，你的 location， 你的地方非常重要。但是我们到了互联网的时代，你有了那个数据，就 sell to whom 非常重要，你卖给谁？大家也可以参考一下今年的双11，整个阿里巴巴的销售额是2135亿人民币，达到了一个新高，也就是说完全是另外一个时代了。好，我们再可以看看，就在过去，那个 slogan 非常重要，但现在内容非常重要。那么我可以看看内容怎么重要法。我举个例子，因为既然今天是一个跟 sports 有关的，我就举一个sports 2个代表性的大品牌，一个是 Nike， 一个是 Adidas。Just do it 这句话呀，应该每个人都知道。这句话是1988年开发出来的，但这句话到现在30年，我估计耐克也很难再开发一句话比这个更好。所以 Just do it 一直用到现在。但是阿迪达斯，有谁能够记得 the slogan of Adidas? Who can tell me? Who can remember it? Is there anyone? How about you?
I'm trying to think. I've seen a commercial, but
Yeah.
I don't remember the
Okay.
exact slogan.
Let's see. 好。It's nothing is impossible， 很像这句话。但是我们再看一下，其实它是 impossible is nothing。估计这句话记得人非常非常少。那 OK， 那下一句话就他现在用的那个 slogan， 我估计更没人知道了，因为这句话我们可以看一下，2011年开始他用的是 Adidas is all in， 没有人记得，几乎没有人记得。但是 Just do it 每个人都知道。那么好 ，Nike 他在开发 slogan 的方面他非常在行，用了30年。Adidas 不是非常在行，但是不是在生意上 Adidas 就输给 Nike 呢？其实并不是这样。我们都知道 Nike 是集中在 sports， 就是它完全是 focus 在 sports 上面，它给 sports 选手就是有非常大的支持。但是 Adidas 它是比较偏向 sports 加 fashion 再加 personality， 所以从结果上来讲，其实我的 APP 里面本来是有一张股价的对比，但是呢，今天这个场合我觉得把股价的对比拿出来不是很合适，所以我没有放在这儿。如果哪一位有兴趣，可以去查一查近3年阿迪达斯的股价跟 Nike 的股价是怎么变化的，一看就知道，阿迪达斯虽然他们不擅长开发 slogan， 但是他的生意还做得非常好。好，这就是一个例子，讲为什么 content 越来越重要。行，但是不管怎么变，我们讲从几百年以前到现在，一个品牌你要成功，首先3个东西很重要，一个是你的品牌广告，我们讲 branding。第2个，因为现在是数码时代，所以 digital promotion 非常重要。第3个就是 events。为什么 events 非常重要？就像今天一样，因为 events 是 face to face， 是完全能够产生一个体验的，所以体验是一个关键词。所以呢，我们讲到这个时代，有3样东西非常重要。当然，我是从 big data case， 前面的2个都是套这个 bigger。首先是 big data、big entertainment， 还有一个是 big transportation。为什么说 transportation？ 大家在杭州就知道，杭州跟上海之间每天有几十趟的高铁，中国的高铁线越来越多，机场还要再修300多个，所以今后大交通是一个很好的概念，就是所有的交通，每个人出行的越来越多，你是避不开的必经之路。所以呢，我讲这3个 big。好，接下来，那么我们讲从传统意义上来讲，你在任何一个城市，你在杭州也好，你在纽约也好，你在东京也好，你要把一样东西卖出去，你需要2个 channel， 一个是内容，也就是做广告、做信息的；第2个呢就是流通 product 的 channel。但是到了互联网上面呢，这2个 channel 变成了一个，就是 content 加 product 变成一个 channel。发生这个问题以后呢，我们就可以看到一个结果，就是阿里巴巴是我们的一个广告部门，它现在变成中国最大的一个广告的一个港口，就从它这投放的广告将近有200亿美金，可能是中国最大。好，sorry， 我们再看看，所以不管怎么变，有2件事情是永远不会变的。那一个是什么呢？ 一个就是变化本身，第二个是什么呢？第二个就是我们要变老。基于这一点呢，在4年以前，我们集团呢开发了一个新的战略。这个战略如果大家听上去呢，可能是一个人在讲笑话，但实际上它不是个笑话。我们可以看一下这是什么战略，我们把它叫做 Double H， 就是 Happiness 和 Health。It's not a joke, it's the strategy of our whole group。好，那么接下来，健康跟快乐我们如何实现它呢？我们也摸索了很久，我们可以看看。这是整个的阿里巴巴的一个生态系，我们有支付系统，我们有那个 delivery 的，就是整个的那个运输系统，我们有电商的 platform， 我们有云技术，我们有支付系统，我们有媒体的平台，有很多很多。那通过这个 ecosystem， 我们如何去实现 Double H？ 我们可以看看。那我们的 idea 是什么呢？首先第一点，我们先看看阿里巴巴的强项跟弱项。我们的强项是什么？第一个是算法，因为我们是大数据公司，有很多数据，所以算法非常强。第二个强的呢，我把它叫做玩法，因为我们有媒体，我们有天猫出品，我们有大文娱，所以玩法也越来越强。但是这两样都不重要，其实最重要的，今后尤其在体育这个行业，我们要改变的是什么呢？其实就是人的活法，活法非常重要。因为如果我们不去锻炼，我们不对体育有那个热情的话，那你很难去投入这个东西。如果我们13亿人对体育没有兴趣，我们也很难培养出来体育的粉丝。所以这一点呢，我觉得接下来一块活法非常重要。那我们如何去改变人的活法呢？我们可以看一下。我们现在发明那个是什么呢？叫 Sports Bank， 运动银行。运动银行怎么说它呢？Yeah， 好，我可以这么讲，就是阿里体育开了一家银行，叫运动银行。阿里体育发行了一种货币叫卡路里币，我们叫它卡币。那这个卡币跟运动银行它是如何去工作，去促使别人改变活法，来投入运动的呢？我们可以看一下，这是一个整个，这边就是你如何获得卡币的过程。我们现在是这样算的，就每天你走100步，你就获得100个卡币。你走2万步是一个上限，因为我们觉得每天如果走的太多的话，不一定健康。2万步可能正好，所以2万步呢，我就给你200卡币，这是上限。这边呢是如何你获得卡币的一个过程。我们现在有3个载体，一个是阿里 Pay 支付宝，一个是乐动力，是我们收购的一个 APP 平台，还有一个就是淘宝。所以这3个上面都有运动银行。到了那边呢，右边我们可以看一下，是我们如何去使用这个卡路里币。因为你既然交了银行，你的账号要越多越好，你的货币要越多越好。但是你的货币如果不能流通，那就没有价值。所以我们这个左边那一块呢，包括我们的大麦，大麦是一个像那个 Ticketmaster 一样的，它是一个中国的一个就是体育票子还有娱乐票子销售的一个 APP。我们的卡路里币也可以在上面用，你可以去 gym， 锻炼时候也可以用，线上店、线下店都可以用。所以这个呢是一个体育，我们想把它打造成体育生态圈里面最有交换价值的一个虚拟货币，通过这个虚拟货币去促使别人锻炼。好，然后我们可以看看这个呢有很多玩法，但是我们今天主要想向大家介绍的是叫 Sports Friday。大家知道，最早在60年代我们在夏威夷有 Aloha Friday，Aloha Friday 因为夏威夷很热 ，maybe 就是你周五可以穿他们自己民族服装去上班。你可以休闲一点。到了90年代，在加州呢就有 Casual Friday，但是呢最近呢，IT 的公司啊，创业公司越来越多，几乎每天都是 Casual， 所以很少人在说 Casual Friday。所以呢，我们从今年10月份开始把它上升到一个叫 Sports Friday， 也就是说每周五，我们鼓励员工穿运动鞋、穿运动装，当然你也可以带着你的游泳裤去上班。如果附近找到游泳池的话，就这样的话呢，每周至少1次鼓励白领去运动。通过这个呢，来跟我们的 Sports Bank 的相互呼应。好，这个是我们那个 Sports Friday 刚刚开始，现在已经做了10几次了，以后还会每周都会有在上海的一些 CBD 会开展这样的活动。好，sorry， 这个呢就是你怎么挣卡币、怎么花卡币的一个过程。挣卡币的过程，如果大家有手机有支付宝的话，可以打开支付宝，里面有个体育服务。通过体育服务呢，你就可以进入这个系统，你就可以 今天第一次，如果你第一次进来呢，我们就会送你200卡路里币。那接下来每天你通过走路就可以挣到这个卡路里币。挣到卡路里币以后呢，接下来我们有很多的用法。我可以在线上买东西，我可以到大麦去订票，我可以在优酷土豆上看直播。看直播的时候呢，我们还可以打赏。打赏呢，通过打赏我们可以区分谁是谁的粉丝。比如说我在看游泳锦标赛，我给孙杨打赏，我觉得孙杨游得非常好，我给他200卡币打赏。或者我觉得傅园慧游得非常好，我给他打赏。通过这个，我们就把整个的那个媒体也好，电商也好，然后的体育的内容直播也好，可以把整个这个联系在一起。通过这个运动银行这个整体的那个 system 呢，最终我们的粉丝经济可以跟我们的运动银行完全结合在一起，而且你会变得非常简单。你通过一个系统进去以后，你可以看直播，你可以买东西，你可以打赏。OK， 那在结束之前呢，我想给大家介绍一下我们的 slogan 呢是让体育简单，但是让体育简单这个 process 呢，我相信一定是不是很简单，这个过程肯定很复杂，所以呢也很高兴今天有这么一个机会到这儿来参加这个会议，能够跟大家有这个交流，希望今后有机会跟大家一起合作，让我们把体育变得更简单。首先我们可以把游泳可能变得更简单。好，谢谢大家。
Thank you, Mr. Yiming. And now I'd like to invite Mr. Peng to the podium for his presentation.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Is that weird? Yeah. Very happy to be here. When Mr. Wang shared their platform, I was very excited. I believe that will also be a platform for you to think about, to leverage that platform to do your fans engagement on that platform, because I want to like get my coin. When he mentioned that today, probably someday I can purchase something in a very smart way on that platform. So this is the first idea that I grabbed from his presentation. I'm here today to share with you some of our observation in terms of fans engagement on digital and social media platform. So first of all, BCW, you might not very familiar with that name. We are a integrated communications agency, so we work with a lot of brands, and fans engagement is also part of our services. So we work with some organizers and also sports brands to engage with their fans. So today, what I'm gonna do is not to share with you a lot of good ideas, because I believe that there are a lot of good ideas out there. What I hope to do is to share with you some of the very practical tips that you can bring back to your country. Probably you can initiate some fans engagement tactics by looking at some of those very interesting, inspirational tactics. So I'll start with case study. I'll share some of the tips and probably some think starter for you to bring back to your country. Sounds good? Okay. As I said, we are from a communications world, so we work with a lot of brands. I believe that many of you heard of this campaign, P&G's Thank You Mom campaign. I should say it's quite a phenomenal campaign in the Olympic sponsorship world. And every time when I watch it, I was moved. So let's take a look at the video first.
E aí, gatinha? Tu tá indo pra onde? 平静的。
我受得了。儿子，你行的啊，你可以的，孩子。
proud sponsor of moms.
Yeah, I want to summarize 5 points behind this campaign. First of all, creativity. Because you see that the video itself play with past and the present. This is where creativity lies. Secondly, access. You saw some video footage like never seen before. So this is to give a closer access to your audience. And we also have personal. You know, everyone loves your mom, and mom would like to sacrifice for us. So this establish a personal connection between the audience and the story they want to tell. And we also have another one I would like to highlight to you today, which is to know your audience. This is a key word that in our industry we always mention. When we look at this brand, all the sub-brands that you saw at the end of the video, their target audiences are moms. However, it also generates appeal to a broader audience and link them up to the Olympics. And finally, ride the wave. We want, because we, from the back of the same story, from our side, we know that they have their social engagement and advertising placement around the 2016 Olympic Games. So ride the wave to capture the strong emotion during that period of time are very important. So I'm gonna share more examples around those 5 tips, and as I said, hope that will be very inspirational for you to think about. So first of all, personalization. Personalize content in order to connect better with your audience. It can be the possible information that very attractive. So first one, if you can remember that, that is the Iceland football team and their fans did the very recent football, the Euro Cup. Can you think about something that can stand for your country, your team, and come up with some very interesting and even funny ideas with your fans? Think about it. And here is an example from Asia. This is from Japan. This is a very small high school team who miraculously paved their way to their final competition with the baseball competition, which is a big thing in Japan. And they called themselves as Wild Grass. So, you know, everyone loves an underdog, and a lot of people resonate with this idea with their daily life, the pressure that they are facing in their daily life. So whether there is any story from your team that you can create a story very personally associated with your fans, that would also be something that we can consider. Secondly, creativity. Creative is a key word in our industry. So here's an example, Jamaica's bobsled team. You know, that is a country where probably most of the people never seen the snow in their whole life. And they want to be part of the bobsled competition. So they created those very funny, iconic stuff and encourage the fans to play with it on the street. And it get viral on social media platform. Here we have another example. Can we play the video in the middle of it? Because 3 videos are very similar. So.
Did you know it's called bobsleighing because they used to bob their heads back and forth to move the sled forward? What are you doing?
Just trying to move this conversation forward.
Yeah, very funny and very direct call to action. If you want to know more, you just need to visit the Winter Olympic site. So this is from South Korea. Anything that you can think of to encourage people to visit your content hub and even come to your event, like some of those creative ideas. Access. So for this one, people often see athletes as unreachable, someone they can never strike a conversation with, but you have the resources. Can you share something interesting your fans want to know? So here are a lot of cases. The first one and two are from IAAF. So the first one, they work with Aris Merit to create even master classes to deliver a lot of workout tips on their social media platform. And secondly, there is a guy called Timothy. He is like using his tractor for farming, and the IAAF official account retweet that very interesting stuff. And you may know the lady from the British swimming. So this is all about the daily workout, never seen footage. We have more. Tom Daly's newborn introduced it to the world, and another competitive swimmer who is showing her karaoke on the bus. So there are a lot of content out there, and you know now China, in China, people love swimming volleyball team. So the team's official social media account make it a bridge between the team and the fans. So it's all about their daily life, even a gaming day, offsite retreat, and even birthday parties. And it's not necessarily about personal. And this is another case from Manchester City, because football fans are really interested in analyzing those performance of their beloved players. So how about come up with some statistics that you can share on your social media platform? That will also be a very good way to engage with your fans. Let's talk about know your audiences. You know, audiences love your sports, but who they are. In our industry, this is always a question that we want to define with a brand or an organization. You cannot say, okay, I want to talk to men. We want to talk to every people, so they must have some behavior, some habit, and something that they want to know beyond the sports itself. So here's another example from IAAF, because every fans talk about their food besides the sport, the games. So they engage with one of their athletes to share their daily diet with their fans. That generate a lot of discussion. And in China, we also know that the people would like to have those giveaways. So this is also another insight, because people here would like to use those symbolic giveaways to engage with their athletes. So China Basketball Association posts giveaways activities very regularly on their platform. And we want to show another brand idea. Let's take a quick look at the video. Yeah, I guess we can pause there. I think brands usually do that. I know that as a Aquatics family, you sometimes also create a booth somewhere to engage with your fans, but the most important thing is to understand what they are looking for. So for this case, they noticed that the 74% of the Korean office workers, they don't do exercise. So they create this opportunity at a place where people will come across every day, that is the subway. So when we are thinking about those off-site engagements, we can also think about the consumer audience or fans inside and make it viral on social media platform. The last one, ride the wave. This is more about leverage that special period of time, leverage the emotion that you may imagine between your fans and the event. So to create a more touching story. So here are two individual stories about brothers, both from the triathlon world. And one is like to carry his disabled brother through the entire game. And another gave up his chance of winning to help his brother over the finish line. And it generated a lot of story around that and encourage people to take care of disabled people. So such emotional story, can you find out something around that? This is another story, very simple social media call for action. The thing that I would like you to notice that the Canadian Football League is a very small group of people, because people there, they only have like 9 teams, but they generate big buzz because they treat their next season as a product launch. So those mindset of pre-launch teasing, launch desire was generated through the social campaign. Think of those engaging hashtags might also be very helpful for you to promote your product, which is your game, your championship. So finally, as I said, I give you some other think starter for you to take back home to think about whether you have a star that you can leverage, because sometimes it might not be elite. It can be up and coming, because you can actually create a social media star by leveraging the trend. You can also consider using grassroots, because people also would like to be part of your story, so you can engage a lot of people to join something that you initiate. And you own your content, make full use of it in the real time. And I know that you also have a lot of partners, whether you can create some interesting stuff by leveraging their platform to do something together. So here's an example from 2 different worlds, but I also see very good result because they actually leverage their partner's fan base to boost their own story to their fans. So that is my sharing today, and I guess we'll answer your questions later.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peng. And now I would like to introduce or invite Mr. Ju to the podium to start his presentation.
Hi everyone, I'm very glad to be here and like to share our experience in doing sports marketing or on digital in China, and share with all the legends in the World Aquatics Convention. I guess I might be the only one who don't know how to swim here, but as with we have like 7-8 years experience working in digital in China about sports. Hope some of our sharing here can give you inspirations about digital. So generally, a short introduction of my company. We established in 1999 and started engaging with the digital world in 2008. We started step our foot in sports in China starting 2011 with football, and now we have become with about like 50 clients. Most of them are like global sports IPs and help them to build their fan base, set up their brand, and explore their pace in China on digital. So first, my part will be like the power of digital. But like from the panel I heard this afternoon, actually, we already have a lot of people sharing about it, but I share from like my understandings and our experience. So first of all, like when talking about digital, there is normally like 7 or 8 different parts of it. There is social media, there's a website, there's video, there's emails, there's like even further, as Mr. Wang shared, like e-commerce is a big part. So actually today in China, we believe there are 4 very important pillars to be successful on digital channels. The first one is a no-brainer, is social media. The social media, we believe, is the first, let's say, battlefield for you to step on, to engage with your fans, to build your audience, to explore the opportunities to develop your brand. Actually, before I come on stage, I check FINA. You already have your official Weibo, and you're posting simultaneously as actually this event is happening. There's a lot of followings, and the engagement is pretty good. So that's a very good step. But like other sports medias, like on social media, I think for like football and take football as an instance. So the first European football club on Weibo is 2011, which has 8 years experience now, and they build a very sophisticated fan base there. Also, like FIFA, they just launched their social media in China this year, I think around March, but their social following is around 10 million, so it's very big result with the big boost of the World Cup. However, on the other hand, social media is not only like the platforms like we say in China is Weibo, WeChat. There's always new developments. There's a very popular, I believe, a popular app in Europe and global everywhere called TikTok. In China, the name is Douyin, which is very perfect for 15 seconds short form, fun, engaging videos to publish it, and the main audience of that platform is all the young people. Also, another platform worth mentioning is Toutiao. They got a lot of specific algorithm to push the message, which if you like to read the news about swimming, then you will receive more news from it. So in China, all these kind of social media are developing very fast, and they are keeping pace with the fan user behaviors here. The next one I'd like to mention is like new media. So there's a lot of different sorts of media. There's, let's say in America, you got NBC, you got CNN, you got all these type of medias. But with the development of the digital age, there are people who they got their own big opinions, and they really have a strong following. We can call these kind of people influencer, KOL, or let's just put together their power and their media. So in China, with the digital age, actually a lot of traditional medias, they transfer themselves or change themselves into the new media age. Like the one I show here is Tencent. So Tencent Sports, they are one of the biggest sports media here in China. They not only have website. Website is what they have for a while, but they also have their own app. They have their app for people to actually watching the games. They have the app to build actually the fan community. They have the app, which the app also incorporated with the fan to purchase all these broadcasting rights packages. So all these media, they following the trend of the fans using on digital, and they incorporate these functions with their own involvement. So that's a really big trending here in China. With the app, it's not only enough, but how this app involves, and not only pushing content out there, you need to have interactions. You should have call to actions. You should have people can purchasing. This is how you actually to wrap up the circle from the finding the fan, get them follow you, and pay with your products. The next one is online video. So in China, we normally call like the current social media age is more like a short form videos age. So the videos which is shorter than 3 minutes are very popular. It's the best way of engaging with fans, and fans love to watch it rather than just read 140 words or a photo of, athlete. So one of the worth mentioning example here is actually, I think it's the last Olympic, and one of the top Chinese swimming athletes, female swimming athletes, Fu Yuanhui, her interview with CCTV journalist get viral right after that video out and published on Weibo, and that video got over 1 million or 2 million engagements. Fans love watching that. That short form video can generally compose more information than any other format of content can be imagined. Also, short form video would be a great way of actually leading your audience from the social media to actually the place you want them to watch. You can put a 15-second or 30 seconds of highlights on social media. But with this 30 seconds of social media highlights, you can generally lead them to your app or your own account and to watch the full content, which brings you traffic and utilize the function of social media is interaction. Last one I'd like to mention, I mean, this is actually step on Mr. Wang's biggest market here is e-commerce. In China, e-commerce is very well developed. Like in Double 11, the total revenue is around, let's see, the here number, it should be 200 billion RMB. And all this happened just in one day. All the people buy stuff, and actually sports play a big role in there. A lot of people buying sports apparels, facilities, training equipments, or even packages during this day. With the very well developed e-commerce platform here in China, this gives all these sports organizations a big opportunity how to actually convert fans. You build a 3 million fan following on your social media, but none of them are paying for your products. We still can say this is really not, a success of a big following. You need to really get fans to buy your stuff, to follow your subscriptions, to pay for it. Then this is more important for the digital age and how you actually to earn revenue from it. So we give like 4 big important things on the power of digital, and as a sports marketing company, I'd like to generally share 2 tournaments we've been seeing or observing how the success on digital in China. So the first one actually is the FIFA World Cup. They launched, as I said earlier, they launched in March this year. They only have so far is like 9 months of time, but they grew like 10 million followings on Weibo, and the engagements, the whole content is amazing. So what they did, what they have done different from others, what makes their success? So the first one is, I think the launch on social is really make a big buzz out of it. So they not only just say, hi China, I'm here, I'm FIFA, follow me. They worked with a lot of different partners, because this year, as you know, they got a lot of Chinese sponsors sponsoring them during the whole World Cup session. So they work with their sponsors. They work with the sports media here, like Weibo, WeChat, Tencent. They work with CCTV5, which is their broadcasting partner. And they launch in the same time with a big coordination beforehand. It's like, I believe it takes them at least 3 months to work with all these different partners and make sure this is happening in the right way. So that launch really make a big noise here, and a lot of fans knowing, oh, FIFA is coming. They are very excited, they come to check their page, they follow them, they comment. Also, they utilize the KOL power, which is actually the footballers or even the international footballers who are already existing on Weibo. So this gives the FIFA a very big noise when they're coming up. The buzz is huge. The next one, I think their success is actually they created for fans. So this might not be different in other countries, but in China, let's say most of the content actually fans to watch, especially about the European footballs or like the international football, basketball, is mostly created actually from different countries. Like European footballs might be created in England, in Germany. There is rarely content actually created for Chinese fans to digest and watch them. So FIFA did differently is actually they created a lot of content, especially in videos, just for Chinese fans. They get the Chinese popular commentators in the video. Hey, talk about the history of FIFA during the last, let's say, 100 years. They got actually the popular Chinese football KOLs going to Russia, visited the stadium before the kickoff, and to bring the first-hand information about what this World Cup will look like. They engage with a lot of actual fans in China and shoot videos around them to build the fan stories and why they want to go to Russia to watch the World Cup. Even our team isn't there. So this different video content really gives the fans a fresh mind of, wow, this is really created for us. And this receives much better, quality reception or engagement, let's say, in this perspective. Next one is the engage with sponsors, but the way of their engaging with sponsors is smart, is really keeping the FIFA, like the most important, the FIFA IP on their own. They create different campaigns with different sponsors using different technologies. Like during the World Cup, they create a HTML5, let's say mini app, to let fans to predict who's gonna win and what's the result of each game, like the bracket game. And also they create a H5 to let fans to pick the dream team with different sponsors. All this type of content is evolving with the sponsor involvement, and also the sponsor will promote themselves, which gives both the sponsor and the FIFA exposure and engagement during this. One of the amazing things is that FIFA actually work with a cartoon designers in China, and they create generally specific cartoons for Chinese fans. These cartoons receive really good receptions with fans, and some of them even go to global and get to be global content. Also, ultimately, they work with a local partner, one of their sponsors during the World Cup, to name this content. This is really amazing stuff they done. Another one, so FIFA, however, FIFA is very big, it's big everywhere. In China, we got a lot of football audience. Another case I'd like to share here is UFC, which is, I hate to say they are like a small sport, they are more like a niche sport. There is not that popular, and I guess as football, ping pong, or badminton here in China. So, but they have been very successful. They done already done two fighting nights in China. One is in Shanghai, one is in Beijing. Tickets is selling very good, and all their social following is great, engagement is great. So what they did? The first one I think they did in China is specifically they build a really core fan base. How they build this fan base is they actually, so from the starter point of their social media launch, they create expertise content generally for the die-hard fans to engage with. There's already fans here in China who would follow UFC, but there's no official account. However, these die-hard fans, they are always very picky. They want to see the most authentic and very knowledgeable content from the organization. Or they will generally say, your social media is not that good. So from the beginning, they did things right. They provide a lot of insights content. Also, they really to try to build the China power. They work with the local athletes and create the stories around them. So it makes the Chinese fans, the fans here, feel very proud of themselves when watching their fighters play on the UFC stage. This year in Shanghai, they have around 8 or 10 fighters, Chinese fighters on stage, and a lot of them win the fight. I mean, this makes the Chinese fans very exciting. Another one they did is a lot of offline to online sessions. So I think we mentioned previously is UFC brings their fighters come to China, did the China tours, like Max Holloway, one of the really popular fighters here. And also another one, Li Jingliang, is a Chinese fighter. They come to do the offline events. Not only the 50 people was there, they also live streamed the event. It's received over millions of viewership. And that also makes a big, great case study for the offline to online sessions. Last one is sell directly. So as I mentioned before, they build a die-hard fan base. They're using Weibo, they're using WeChat, they're having on Toutiao. And with the WeChat support, they can really talk with their fans directly and sell directly. So a great example I say here is actually the Shanghai event, they sell the 1,500 tickets for the Shanghai event in the first 72 hours on WeChat with early bird pricing. But generally it's buy by the fans. You don't know where they are, but generally the tickets are sold on WeChat. So that's how actually they did it successfully. So that's all my sharing here. Thank you for listening, and I'll pass this back to Brenda.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Zhu.